secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome at Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Caught behind the line, it's Hayes. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Law. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get a challenge. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. With the catch, it's Law. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, And you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quick toss. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Peterson. Scrambling away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Looking for a productive play on first down. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way...
He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And right down the middle.
forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Peterson. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the left. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Dropping back, it's Peterson. Under fire. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last run.
Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. And down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Bray. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Got it in the middle. It's long. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Looking for a gap. It's Henry. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads to the right. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here come the Irish, back on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The run from the shotgun. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Let's go! After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Got enough space. Touchdown by the Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. With the catch, it's Siegel.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
Turning on the Jets. The 30. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
42, Notre Dame, 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. It's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Rolling right and going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here comes the heat. And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. Lowers those pads. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hayes. Turning it on. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 Maine to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Steps away to find some room. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Bray. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So
pulls it in down the sideline. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it in down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Looking to throw again. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Slithers into space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Sims. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Segal. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Calls his own number. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense.
They will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads it left. And they're not on the same page there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, and he toasts the coverage. Got it deep downfield. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Now adjusting. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. "70 seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick. Moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Nittany Lions inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. It's complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. On the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still first and goal. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? DB's right up on the receivers. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on fourth and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it along the sideline. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires.